5 and 6. Okay, so you know your groups. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay, Robert, put to go 6 groups.
6, okay.
6 groups.
Okay.
Right?
Everything else ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello from Phnom. Hello from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I'm in Cambodia right now. My name is Robert. I have been to your school many times. The last time was in May, or April or May. So I know your school well. I know your teachers, Miss Susan and everyone. But we're going to try a lesson today, an online lesson. Today, me in Cambodia and you in Tsun, KL. Now, for me, Robert, I grew up in Canada, and I love new things. I love new challenges, and I like doing things, and I love traveling. So I've been to many countries, and now I'm living in Cambodia. I lived in Malaysia, I think, for 17 years. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit, a story about one of my experiences when I was quite young that I did. Oops, excuse me. I have to share a screen first. Here we go. There we go. So today we are learning our lesson learning objectives. The main thing I do is speak English at all times, because that is the purpose of this class. It is a speaking class. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes or whatever, you just try your best to speak English all the time. Now, you'll be listening for details and inferencing when I tell my story. And when you speak, I'll be giving you some ways to express preferences and giving reasons for your preferences. Okay, before I tell my story, here are the questions that I'll be asking you after the story. Do not write the questions down. Just quickly look over the questions. If you don't understand a question, ask me. Just or ask Jeswant, the facilitator. Okay? Just look at the questions. Okay, any questions about the questions? No? Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell you about my experience parachuting. When I was younger, yes, I was in my early 20s, a long time ago. Myself and two of my friends, we decided we needed to try something new, something exciting and something to challenge us. So we signed up for a parachuting course. Now the course, you had lessons, and then you could do 3 jumps. You paid for all of this. And then you got a certificate that you were a certified parachuter. Now on one of our lessons, one of the first lessons, we learned how to land properly. How we practiced, we climbed on top of a table, would jump off the table and land with both feet together, our knees bent, and we would, as soon as we hit the ground, we would roll over on our right side. And the reason for this was to prevent if you land on one leg or one foot or not correctly, you can easily break your ankle or your leg or damage your knees. So we practiced this over and over again, and I could do it very well, etc. Now, in another lesson, we had to learn how to pack our chutes. Now, this was okay. You had to fold them over and roll them up, etc. All very neat. But the instructor told us we had to pack our own chute for when we jumped out of the plane. And this frightened me a little bit because I thought, wow, I'm not an experienced person packing my chute. What happens if I make a mistake? And the instructor said, well, you do a good job of it. He said, but why don't you get a professional to pack my chute? And he said, no. He said, you have to do your own chute, because if you don't do it, if there's a mistake of you packing your chute and you jump and your chute doesn't open, you are the one that is to blame. You are the one that packed it. So he said, you be careful. You do a good job of packing your chute. So I was really extra careful after that. So the big day came, and we went up in a very small plane like you see here. Whoops, sorry. A very small plane like you see on the screen. It just sat myself, my two friends, the instructor, and the pilot. And we went up, I don't remember, maybe 3,000 feet or a little higher. And when we practiced jumping out of the plane, if you see on the wings, there is a support. It's called a strut, okay? We were supposed to practice as if we were going to grab onto the support so that we are in the correct positions for going out in the plane, because you do not want to do roll over and over. You want to glide going down. So I wasn't nervous until my first friend jumped out of the plane. When he jumped out of the plane, all of a sudden I got really scared and nervous, and I kept looking out the window. Did his parachute open? Is he okay? And as he went down, his chute opened and he landed and everything was good. So then it was my turn, and I was, really, my heart was going 100 miles an hour. I jumped out of the plane and it was just like mind-blowing. I just went, whoa. It was like I almost blacked out. And you would not believe the relief when I felt the tug on my shoulders of the parachute opening. And I'm holding the tongs. The tongs are what you can guide your parachute. And I'm going down and I'm starting to enjoy myself. I feel like I'm going a bit quickly. I'm going down a bit fast, but never mind. I'm going down, 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 down. And I land properly with both feet and I roll over. The instructor told me later that I was holding my tongs because I was nervous. I was pulling them down too much. And when you do that, your chute pulls down as well, so that you go down quickly. So I was going down a bit too fast, but I still managed to land okay. I get down, I talk to my first friend, and we look up, and the plane is going round and round and round. And we're thinking, where's our third friend? What's happening? And the plane is still going round and round. And then all of a sudden we see him coming down. He's a bit off target. We had to walk a bit. He comes down, he lands, he's okay. He gets up, but his face was completely white. He takes off his chute, doesn't say a word, and walks away. And we think, oh, what happened? What happened? we go over the plane lands, we talk to our instructor, and he tells us that our third friend, when he jumped out of the plane, he actually grabbed that support, the support on the wing. So he's hanging outside the plane, and the plane is going round and round, and he's hanging in the air from the wing of the plane. And the instructor had to get a piece of wood and hit his hands. He had to stretch out and hit his hands so the guy would let go. And then he went down and he opened his chute. So that is the story of my parachuting experience. So what I would like you to do now is to, in your groups, you just have 2 minutes to answer the questions, okay? Answer the questions. 2 minutes, and then I'll ask each group some of the questions. Okay, go.
Then we go flex together and on the right side to prevent breaking the leg. Because we can reach responsible of your safety. To
Okay, just another 30 seconds. Don't write. Don't write. Just talk.
Play around and round and round.
Okay. Jesuant, are they ready? Okay, can everybody be quiet, please? Okay, silence. Okay, thank you. Hello. Okay, thank you. I cannot hear when people are talking. Okay, can group number 5 please answer question 1? What did we do to prepare for our landing and why? Group 5.
He jumped off the table.
I had to jump up. Yep.
Jump off the table.
Why? And how did I land?
Then put it and then go to the right side.
Okay, good. Why did I do this?
So that you don't break,
Why did we practice?
So that you don't break your ankles when you really do the parachuting.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, question number 2. Why did we have to learn to pack our own chutes? Group 2.
This is because one of the reasons is that it is your responsibility to learn how to pack your own shoes. And if you ask someone professional to pack your own shoes, you might blame them if your shoes weren't opening when you land down.
Yeah. If I die, then I would blame them. Okay, good. What did the storyteller do wrong while he was descending? Group 4.
The storyteller pulled the tongue too hard and he was descending in a fast speed.
Okay, yes, I pulled the tongs too hard, so I was descending too fast. Very good, thank you. Group 6. What happened to the third jumper?
The third jumper holds the support of the helicopter.
Airplane. Yes, he hung on to the support of the wing of the plane. Okay, very good. And group 1, do you think the third jumper will parachute again?
I think you might will. But
Group 1, I can't hear you.
actually, that time he's afraid, but I think he will try again. But he might be afraid that time, but next time maybe he will be strong and brave. So he might want to challenge himself to be a greater person.
Okay. What about group 3? Do you agree?
Well, I think that the third jumper will not parachute again because he had a bad experience when he first tried parachuting, and it's quite frightening when you just go around and around like a merry-go-round. So it's quite frightening in the air, and it's quite the plane is in a fast speed, I think. So I think that he will not parachute again.
Okay, good. Very good, everyone. Happy to tell you, yep. Actually, the third jumper, my friend, he never jumped again. He said never, never again. Okay, this is extreme sports we're talking about, X-sports. Parachuting today isn't really called an extreme sport anymore because, you know, it's not so scary, I guess. But about 40 years ago when I was young, it was. Okay, what I would like you to do in your groups, you only have 1 minute to do this. I want you to write 3 adjectives when you think of extreme sports. 3 adjectives. Go. You have 1 minute.
Wait till the next activity comes. Get one wrong.
Okay, I think that's good. Group 1, what's 1 adjective? Scary. Good. Group 2. Thrilling. Good. Group 3.
Exciting.
Exciting. Group 4.
Frightening.
Frightening. Group 5.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
What was that? Embarrassed?
Dangerous.
Sorry, I still can't hear you.
Dangerous.
Oh, dangerous. Okay, good. Not embarrassed. Yeah, dangerous. Not embarrassed. If you did something silly, maybe you would be embarrassed. Okay, group 6.
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. Okay, good. Now, for 1 minute, I want you to, each group to write two extreme sports that you know of? What are two extreme sports that you
All ready?
Okay, I think that's good. So group three. Group three. What is one extreme sport?
Bungee jump.
Louder.
Bungee jump.
I can't quite hear. Slowly.
Bungee jump.
Can somebody else? Bungee jumping. Okay, good. Thanks. Second one. Group two. Sorry? Hang gliding. Okay. Group what?
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing. Okay, good. Group one. Group one. No?
Yeah, you say it from there, but say it loudly.
I would describe it by the name. It's that one type of extreme sport that you when you go surfing and you iron your clothes at the same time.
Surf gliding. Surf gliding, yep. Oh,
Ironing.
okay. Okay. I'm going to show you a few extreme sports. Here is one called parkour. It began in France. And you sometimes see it in movies, action movies. They do it in the cities where they jump off a building and they roll and then they climb a pipe up the side of a building and they keep go, 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 go. So they're running, jumping, climbing, swinging, rolling. And they can do that in the city and in the countryside. Parkour. Zorbing. That's when you're like in the big bubble wrap. And you can roll down a hill and people even have races to see how fast they can go down the hill. Okay, zorbing. Bungee jumping, as one of you said, and that's been around for a long time, and it's very exciting. Most countries do it now. Rock climbing, you said also. Also ice climbing. I met some people who were doing ice climbing in northwest Pakistan. Okay, same thing. You climb very up steep. And of course, skydiving. So let's have a closer look at bungee jumping. Bungee jumping, you jump off platforms or off bridges. And this one we'll look at is off a bridge. You see, they get the girl, they lift her up. They're not going to wait for her to jump. They're going to throw her over. There she goes. Okay. So those are some extreme sports. And just, yes, you guys gave me most of the adjectives. Here's just some I threw in. Exciting, dangerous, challenging, thrilling, scary, and mind-blowing. Remember, when you use adjectives in sentences, use the verb to be. It was mind-blowing. It was thrilling. Okay. Okay. Expressing preferences. Usually, when you discuss a choice between things, you usually use some kind of structured sentence. And these are some ways to express preferences. Okay. For example, the last one, I don't think I'd like to try sorbing because I think I would vomit because I would go roll over and over and it would make me sick. Okay, what about group 4? Can you give me an example sentence of the first one? I would like to, someone from group 4.
I would like to try bungee jumping because I think it is very exciting.
Okay, I think it would be very exciting. Okay, just for 1 minute, practice in your groups these expressions. Just 1 minute, okay?
Oh, you think it's safe and easier it's safer because you won't get out of
Okay, I think that might be good enough. Just one, is that okay?
Yes, right.
Okay, could someone from group 6 give me an example of the second one? I think I'd prefer.
I think I prefer to take up bungee jumping because it is very challenging.
Okay, very good. Take up is to learn a new thing, to take something up. Okay, and the next one I would much prefer. Could someone from group 5 give me an example sentence?
I would much prefer whitewater rafting compared to bungee jumping because it's much thrilling.
It's much more thrilling. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Okay, what I want you to do now in your groups, I've given you the examples, sorbing, rock or ice climbing, skydiving, bungee jumping, and parkour. I want you to discuss which one you would like to try and give 3 reasons why. Now, I know that maybe you all cannot agree, but just for today, you talk and you practice using your preference sentences and your vocabulary and decide on one. Just choose one very quite quickly and then give 3 reasons why you guys would decide. And then I will ask you, okay? Remember to speak English at all times. Okay, so I'm only going to give you maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes maximum. Okay? Okay, start now. Go.
Can have a race with in the class. You want something, right? You talk.
your opinions.
Yeah.
The first reason is fun rolling down the second one can have a race in the market class. And third one is what?
What happened with
Absorbing.
absorbing experiences? Thinking, yeah.
Experience or good experience. Challenging experience. Very long. Okay, and then sensation. Sensation of being
Are we kind of ready?
Okay. Okay. I would like group 5. Now, I want you all to stand up. There are 4 people. And one person tell me which sport you would like to take up. And then each of the other 3 give me one reason why.
Okay, stand up group.
So everyone in the group must speak, okay?
Firstly, I would like to try parkour.
Okay, so one person in the group tell me one reason.
I would like to try parkour because I'm hardcore.
Okay, and another person?
Because it's a type of sport which keep us healthy.
Okay. Keeps you healthy unless you fall and break your leg. Another person, give me another reason.
Or it can also be used in a daily life.
When you steal something and you're running away from the police, maybe. Okay, was that all 3 reasons? Yes?
That's all.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, group 1.
I would like to try skydiving.
Okay. Someone tell me one reason?
The reason why is because it gives you the adrenaline rush throughout the whole time.
Yes, I'm sure. Okay, good. Another person?
And I think it's very cool because we can actually do what the actors do in a movie. Like we are flying a sky like Superman, and we own the whole world under our feet.
All the girls will think you're cool then, eh? Okay. And the third reason?
You can look at a good view when you're diving.
Very good. Yes, you'd have a wonderful view. Thank you very much, Group 1. Group 2, could you do the same?
We will also choose skydiving.
Okay. Thank you. One person, give reason.
The first reason is because we can train our teamwork because we hold hands together while we skydiving.
Okay. And another person?
The second reason is because it will be a lifetime experience for you because we really rarely have the chance to experience this.
Yes. Even look at me. I still remember 40 years ago when I jumped out of a plane at 3,000 feet, parachuting. Yes, a lifetime experience. And the third person?
No.
We also can look at the better side of the world.
You can what?
Look at the
So,
better side of the world, of our world.
okay, the better side of the world. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Group 3. Could you give me tell me what and give me your reasons?
I would choose rock climbing. I would choose
I
rock
did
climbing.
skydiving,
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing.
rock climbing. Okay, good. Something different. Okay, and what are your 3 reasons?
Because we can, when we do rock climbing, we can train our muscles. We become a healthier person.
Okay, good. Another reason?
The second reason is we were so proud of ourselves when we conquer the mountain. Yeah, because it's hard to climb up. So
Yes. It would give you confidence, make you more self-assured if you can reach the top. Good. Another reason?
Yeah, and when you're not scared of the heights, then you can do this as the preparation for mountain climbing and such as the places we knew, such as Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, Malaysia. So we can just travel anywhere, and this could be our lifetime experience.
Yeah. It gives you a reason to travel around and try different and see different places and try different. And you never know, you might meet Tom Cruise. He likes rock climbing, doesn't he? Okay, good. Group 3. Group 4.
We would like to try dropping
Oh, good. Why?
because it will be fun.
Okay. Could I? Yeah. Could I have another reason?
We can have a race among the class.
Okay. Yes. Have 20 sorbs. These big things going down the hill. You'd need a big piece of land. Okay. And the third reason.
And we can experience how to experience when we experience the sensation when trapped in the ball that rolls up.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to be claustrophobic and worry about being in tight places. Or you wouldn't want to eat too much before, or you might throw up. Okay, group 6, the last group, I think.
We would like to choose parkour.
Okay, what's one reason?
I prefer parkour because this exercise has many types of different actions, which are very challenging and thrilling.
Okay,
And the second reason is parkour can train our stamina and determination.
okay, and the last reason?
The last reason is we can build our stamina because it got a lot of challenging activities.
Okay, very good. One good thing about parkour is it doesn't cost you anything. You can do anywhere, anytime. Okay, I think everybody did a very good job. Thank you. What is anyone, what is one thing that you learned or practiced today?
speaking English.
Sorry?
Speaking
Speaking, good. You practiced your speaking. Anything else that you learned today or practiced? More specific? Extreme sports, yes. You got good practice talking about extreme sports. Okay, that is all for today. I want to thank you for being such a good class, being so cooperative, because it is kind of new and exciting to study this way, but we have to work together because I cannot hear when if you guys are all talking at once. So it's good, and I want to thank you for being when other people are talking, for being very quiet and listening to each other. Thank you, and that's all. Goodbye.
Okay. Good. Someone else have a lesson? Hmm? Was it interesting? Why? Some different, yeah, it's a different kind of class, right? Would you like to do that?